Anyway.
Fun. How fun.
Hey everybody, we're back. It's me again, and I'm here in Nathan's apartment again with Nathan. Do you remember Nathan from when we watched that one video that we put on YouTube that one time in 2010?
Surely it was memorable enough.
Absolutely nothing embarrassing about that whatsoever.
No.
So we're here to talk about a game that I've invented on Wikipedia. I call it the widely regarded game. I have explained this to you, but I'm going to explain it to the people as well. We've talked about this in the past, but in case I haven't explained it recently enough for you and then also for the people, Wikipedia is a creature of habit. There is a formula to how Wikipedia articles are written and organized, and when you have someone who is very, very transcendently good at something, Wikipedia often says something to the tune of, this person is widely regarded as the superlative thing in their respective field. So I am screen recording right now. Let's think of a transcendent person in some genre. Let's go Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is really easy. The goal of the widely regarded game, it's not competitive. Nathan and I are not competing here. We are working together to see if we can come up with the superlative phrase that Wikipedia supplies for the skill level of Babe Ruth. I think it'll say something like, he's regarded as one of the greatest baseball players of all time.
Easy.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So let's go Babe Ruth. Nice and easy. Ruth is regarded as one of the greatest sports heroes in American culture and is considered by many to be the greatest baseball player of all time.
Easy.
It is really that simple. Mm-hmm. So they even used the word regarded. I did not plant Babe Ruth. I did not plan him in advance knowing that he is regarded as. Wikipedia just uses they use the same two words. It's regarded or considered for very, very famous people if they're considered to be at the top of your game. This is a game that you can play at home. If we say a person, you can also try and guess what the Wikipedia phrase is that describes that person in a superlative nature. So Ruth is considered as one of the greatest sports heroes in American culture and is considered by many to be the greatest baseball player of all time. Might. So let's stay in baseball. I kind of want to go like Nolan Ryan here, a really, really iconic pitcher. Widely regarded as one of the greatest pitchers of his generation.
That seems easy.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Likely. And is widely considered to be one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
There we go.
I mean,
so it's not always widely regarded, but it's usually regarded or considered, and then oftentimes widely is in there.
Yeah.
They just need that. They need that little adverb for the extra umph.
Right. It's non-specific too. It's not like, I don't know, it's widely, it can just be, I don't know, in what context? In the US because US people are watching baseball, or like it can be global, it can be, I don't know.
Exactly.
It's vague enough to be a safe way to describe.
It is a safe way to describe lots and lots of people. So let's go out of sports. Mm-hmm. What about Martin Luther King? How do you think Wikipedia? Because he is, I mean, just an absolutely superlative human being.
Orator, leader. Like, there's lots of things that he was widely considered.
I feel like it's gonna say something like he was like essential, like a founding person in the civil rights movement, or like considered vital to the civil rights movement. And then they're gonna mention civil rights and then stack something on top of it.
Yeah. No, I think that's probably true. Something like widely considered the most influential figure in the American civil rights movement. That's
really good.
Thinking.
I love that wording. That is phenomenal. You should write articles for Wikipedia. Martin Luther King Jr., who was a leader in the civil rights movement until his assassination, he advanced civil rights for people of color in the United States through the use of nonviolent resistance.
Are we not going to get there?
I don't know if we are.
If it's not in the opening paragraph, it's probably not.
Sometimes they surprise you.
Okay.
I don't know if we're gonna get one, but he was an American Baptist minister. Yeah, I guess not.
He's not widely considered, not widely regarded.
Interesting.
Well, Wikipedia does not think he's widely regarded enough
I'm
to
curious
warrant.
if we go into his legacy.
Okay.
So let's go
Does
to the
that still
legacy
count?
section. I don't know if that counts. King has become a national icon in the history of American liberalism and American progressivism. His main legacy was to secure progressive. So I mean, he's become a national icon.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting way to say widely regarded.
That's an interesting way to say widely regarded. They also, so this is an article that I remember off the top of my head. They do like to say that someone has become an icon in something. That is a way they almost circumvent widely regarded.
Yeah.
So for example, I have an example for this. Let's go to, this is an article I remember. Let's go Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Michael Jordan, just for reference here, widely considered to be one of the greatest players of all time. He was integral in popularizing basketball in the NBA around the world in the 1980s and 90s, becoming a global cultural icon.
That's a twofer right there.
That's a twofer. So Wikipedia, sometimes they go in and then they double down.
Sure.
So they say widely considered to be. Mm-hmm. Now this is the most popular in athletes, I think.
Right.
But I think you can also find it fairly regularly in genre innovators in music.
Right. Ooh. Okay. Oh man.
You want to go way back in time, like an old timey composer, someone whose name we actually know just because of their iconoclast.
Sure. I mean, like Beethoven.
Beethoven, sure.
Beethoven. What do we think? So.
I love that when you type in Beethoven on Wikipedia, the first thing that comes up is franchise, American comedy film franchise regarding the dog. Because I just typed in Beethoven instead of Ludwig van Beethoven. Okay, before we send that,
Yeah.
what is our prediction?
Yeah, how generic do we think it is?
I mean, widely considered to be one of the greatest composers in the history of music, or one of the most innovative, important composers in the history of music.
Yeah, and do we think they're going to attack, because I'm cheating and saying that, reminding myself that he's German, do we think it's going to be German specific, widely considered the most prolific German composer, or maybe just composer?
Well, I hate to break it to you, man, but Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart is unfortunately,
okay.
I think he's actually Austrian, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Beethoven might also, well, he's German composer. I think
I'm not willing to go into. It's probably not going to be specific to Germany.
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I just want to know if Mozart is
widely regarded as one of the greatest composers in the history of Western music. See, that's interesting to me.
That's good. See, now I've searched Mozart here instead of Beethoven, but Salzburg is in Österreich. Yeah, that's in Austria. Okay, so he is Austrian. But okay,
so yeah, how similar is Beethoven?
I feel like it's going to be almost identical. Widely
Yeah.
considered to be one of the most important composers in Western music.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually
they just
almost
use
word
the
for word.
same line.
Use the exact same one. He's one of the most revered figures in the history of Western music. Interesting.
So revered figure. How often do we run into that?
His work ranks among the most performed of the classical music repertoire and span the transition from okay, yeah, cool. Let's get more modern with music. Do you have another just someone classic?
I mean, like Eddie Van Halen, right?
Sure. Sure. Widely considered to be one of the greatest guitarists in the history of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Because he is considered a really incredible guitarist.
Of course. Yeah.
For those who do not know, Nathan is a guitarist, a very skilled guitarist. So
not as skilled as Eddie Van Halen. I'm not widely regarded in that way.
So how are we predicting this? What's our final prediction?
See, because we've seen icon a few times now. I'm like, are they going to describe him as an icon?
I don't know if he's quite
maybe he's not an
iconoclast
icon
by Wikipedia standards. Like Eddie Van Halen is a very, very household name for people like us, but I feel like, young kids today, like 12, 13-year-olds, they're going to know who Michael Jackson is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're going to have heard of some iconic rock groups, but Eddie Van Halen might just slip under that radar.
Yeah. So widely considered the most what? What is?
I think influential is the word.
I'm influential.
One of the most influential guitarists
in rock and roll.
In rock and roll, or in like, they might make it period specific.
Yeah.
But let's just go Eddie Van Halen. Van Halen is widely regarded as one of the greatest guitarists in rock history. Let's go.
Yeah, that was so we're pretty
Let's
spot
go.
on. Greatest instead of most influential. Fair. I take that.
Greatest.
I take that.
See, influential. I think he's known for technical skill more so than innovation.
Yeah.
Particularly with tapping.
In fact, like, yeah, that's kind of what I was.
And he was well known for popularizing the tapping guitar technique. Right there.
Yep. Nice pull. But it was like I was thinking that too in terms of like there's a lot of modern musicians who might not have been the most influential. In fact, he came up with this or popularized this technique, but like he himself was influenced by a lot of people before him. So if you go back, I don't know, where like Scott Joplin, for example, might have been influential in the development of like subsequent like jazz genres, but he himself was not. I don't know. Then you would take a jazz musician who himself was not or herself was not influential, but most popular or greatest. That's kind of the vibe I get from someone like Eddie Van Halen.
I can't take credit for having the nice pull on the tapping guitar technique because I just read the rest of the sentence when I was reading the widely regarded in the first place. I did not. I know that Eddie Van Halen is very important in the tapping thing with guitar, but I would not have. I did not pull that by myself. I have to concede that I was not that ensconced in the pull. You know, you brought up some jazz. We want to go famous jazz guys.
Sure.
I mean, do we do the classic? Do we do like
Louis Armstrong? Maybe.
I was thinking Louis Armstrong, but I'm trying to think more like big band guys, like famous band leaders. Like someone a little more obscure. Like we're going on some low-hanging fruit here. I wonder if someone like Art Blakey. Art Blakey has a widely regarded.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers.
Well, don't roast me, Chad. Comment section, but I'm not as familiar. So
I know this person by name. I wouldn't be able to tell you any, but I'm curious if someone like Art Blakey would have like considered to be one of the most important.
Well.
Considered to be one of the most important jazz musicians in the he's so I want to say he's really more influential in the jazz fusion sphere.
Okay.
Yeah, because really easy would be like a Miles Davis.
Right.
Putting Miles Davis in here would be like I'm curious the extent to which Wikipedia knows ball. You feel me?
Right. Yeah. No. This is an interesting use case of like how niche can you get and still be widely
widely regarded.
But then I think we're also seeing. They like to do icon or widely regarded, but if they frame it in a hyper specific like national icon or like specifically in rock and roll like this, it might just make he might be widely regarded, but the field in which he is widely regarded is smaller. It's not quite something so broad.
So I am curious about Art Blakey. I'm gonna say maybe he's not widely regarded, but regarded as an influential figure in the jazz fusion movement.
Sure.
I think is what I want to land on here. Art Blakey. Blakey was inducted into the Downbeat Jazz Hall of Fame.
We might not get one.
We might not get one here.
But that's not too unexpected. This is a test to see if Wikipedia knows ball.
This is a test. Now, I'm curious if we have a legacy section here. No, nothing. But see, I bet you anything that if we did like a Buddy Rich, though, widely considered one of the greatest drummers of all time.
Yeah.
Regarded as one of the greatest drummers ever. Even though, like, I think, personally, like, a guy like Buddy Rich got a lot more credit than a guy like Art Blakey.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
But I am curious on the Buddy Rich. It's gonna be right there. He's considered one of the most influential drummers of all time. See,
it writes itself.
That's what I'm saying.
Easy.
I'm curious if we can. So we've covered sports and music. I feel like I want to cover one more before this gets too long and too out of hand.
I mean, I don't know if this is a good example, but I had it on top of my head. Like someone like Neil Armstrong is quite famous in a scientific field, exploratory field.
You know, and the interesting thing is there aren't very many astronauts. So he is considered kind of an American icon, but he is not iconic amongst astronauts. Like, he is the first man to walk on the moon, but is he widely regarded as anything?
Widely regarded as the first man to walk on the moon because he was.
Well, conspiracy theories exist now, so he's widely regarded, but not universally considered. But I am curious if he would have, like, a concrete superlative I feel like they might dig into the cultural icon thing, or like an American hero. Ooh, maybe an American hero. See, that's the thing. You can play this game outside the context of widely regarded. Like, how would Wikipedia characterize this person? Because, again, Wikipedia is so formulaic.
That's the goal
what
of
would
it,
they say about
that.
Neil Armstrong is the first astronaut to have walked on the moon? Obviously, he's considered like an American hero for something like this, and is considered an American hero as a result.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
All right, cool. Let's go with...
We
let's
haven't
check it out.
seen hero yet.
Was an American astronaut and aeronautical engineer who, as the commander, became the first person to walk on the moon. He was also a naval aviator test pilot.
Okay.
Interesting. He famously said, so we have a famous quote. Now, I'm also not reading every single... I'm not reading every single word of this. In 2010, Space Foundation's survey, Armstrong was ranked as the #1 most popular space hero.
Hero is on there.
He's not widely regarded as a hero, but he is.
He was ranked.
He was voted by space people to be a space hero.
I guess they don't consider space people to be a wide enough regard. There's not that many space people. Maybe there are. I don't know.
We can get Armstrong's family described him as a reluctant American hero. He kept a low profile later in his life.
Well, but that's just his family, right? So that's the same energy as like my grandma's favorite, my grandma's famous recipe. It's like,
yeah, sure.
The word famous is not really what it means in that sentence.
Well, they described him as a reluctant American hero, so he was an American hero,
right?
And they described him as taking on that mantle reluctantly.
Sure, that's fair.
All right, I feel like we should do one more and then call it. And I'm seeing if we can go a little more out of our bag. So we've done music and sports, and then we went to just someone who's like an American hero, right? I think that was a nice like out of the bag pull. I kind of want to go back to the world of art. Like art is the easiest.
Right. Leonardo da Vinci.
That was my thought as well, but that's also, like so obvious.
Dude, he's that's obvious, and he's also like, I mean, yeah, he did a lot more than just art. Like he's
what about
he's
actors? What about actors?
Okay.
What about like entertainers?
It's definitely gonna be less in my bag. It's still.
See, I went from Leonardo da Vinci, even though I know he did not paint the Sistine Chapel. I went to the Sistine Chapel, to the Two Popes movie, to Anthony Hopkins, and the Two Popes movie, to Anthony Hopkins.
My goodness. Okay,
sorry. That was the trade of thought.
Okay, sure.
But Anthony Hopkins he has to be widely regarded as one of the greatest actors in history.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Anthony Hopkins?
I don't recognize
Hannibal
the name.
Lecter from The Silence of the Lambs?
Okay, all right, yes.
Yeah, so Anthony Hopkins.
All right, got it.
I think he's widely considered to be like one of the greatest actors of all time. I need to pull from someone whose Wikipedia article I haven't read recently. I'm a notorious actor Wikipedia article reader.
Sure.
Because like Marlon Brando is too easy. Like Marlon Brando is considered to be one of the greatest actors of all time, but like Anthony Hopkins, I feel like could be kind of fringe. Because like I know for a fact that Philip Seymour Hoffman has one. Okay, so Anthony Hopkins though, sometimes a sneaky one they use is celebrated. He is a celebrated actor.
Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins, I think I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to take a risk. I think he's one of the most celebrated actors. Which I think is a bold stab. I don't think that's what it's going to be, but if I'm right, that would be a huge pull for me.
Celebrated is like unlocking in my brain. And now I'm trying to think who else would fall under. We can start here and see celebrated. It's making me think who else would earn a celebrated.
I want to go Anthony Hopkins here and just see what we've got. Considered one of Britain's most recognizable and prolific actors.
All right.
He is known for his performances on screen and stage. Okay, not a celebrated.
We got a considered.
We did get a considered. Yep, considered and regarded are our two buzzwords. Now, I'm curious if the word celebrated is in this article. Mm-hmm. I think I would be very surprised if it was not. Nothing. Nada.
Or like...
Oh, one of one match. He celebrated. Okay, never mind. So he is not celebrated, but he celebrated a wedding anniversary.
Considered.
Do
you want to humor me?
Please.
Celebrated makes me think, like, would somebody like Morgan Freeman be like one of the most celebrated voices in film or something? Or maybe just celebrated in general. Celebrated.
I think... Ooh, there's a fly on my computer. Hi, friend.
Get out of here. Sorry for the
Morgan.
flies.
I think Morgan Freeman would be one of the most celebrated. Yeah, I'd absolutely give you that.
Come on, give it to me. 50 greatest actors voted. It's not really what we want to see here.
Known for his distinctive voice.
Mm-hmm.
Distinctive and celebrated, they're close. I want to see if celebrated is in here. Nope, no celebrated.
Dang, all
Darn.
right. I went out on a limb for that one.
I feel like celebrated is a word that I want to give Wikipedia credit for, but it's maybe a little too... Maybe it's too specific. Like, it's too...
Sure.
It's too much praise.
Okay. Yeah, I buy that. Well,
But while we're thinking about acting, what about Shakespeare?
Shakespeare.
Widely considered to be one of the greatest playwrights of all time.
Come on. It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be so close to that.
Remains arguably the most influential writer in the English language.
Wow.
That's
in the
even
English language.
That's huge.
In the English language.
That's even bigger than I think we expected.
Interesting. Now, see, what about a writer like Stephen King?
Yeah.
He's like really the kingpin of one genre. Like, he's not considered one of the greatest novelists of all time, but he is like he's the king of horror, right?
I would have to agree. So, which of the many buzzwords?
So I don't think he would be influential, but I think he would be regarded as... He'd be regarded as something, or considered to be something.
Why am I sensing a widely recognized as for Stephen King? Widely recognized? Maybe, perhaps not.
No, not. I don't. I'm not getting a recognized. Okay. I think he would be. It's tough because he's so genre specific.
Yeah.
Let's give it a shot, though. I wanna
know.
Give him a look. Stephen King. Hey, I spelled it right. Dubbed the King of Horror, he is widely known for his horror novels and has also explored other genres.
See, that's I came close. Widely known, widely recognized. Maybe that's not as close as I think, but
I mean that's pretty close actually.
I got widely.
I'm gonna say that's pretty close. I think you gave a valiant effort with your widely recognized, but is widely known for his horror movies. But see, it's not celebrating him. It's careful not to celebrate the quality of his work, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, that is true.
But it's the thing with art is to a certain extent subjective, whereas like an athlete's performance can be measured,
quantified.
Like LeBron James is considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time. There's no way he's not.
LeBron James.
Nicknamed King James, he is the NBA's all-time leading scorer and has won 4 NBA championships.
Widely considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
He's widely considered one of the greatest basketball... I think I said that almost word for word.
Right, yes.
Hey, editing Ethan, replay the tape, is considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I feel like it was pretty close to that.
We can both be wrong if we're wrong, but
we can't both be wrong. I think that about does it though.
Yeah.
I think we have properly explained the widely regarded game on Wikipedia. This is very fun though. Sit down with a few friends and see if anybody can call it.
Yeah.
And I'd love to know if you ever play the widely regarded game, how niche can you get it? How niche can you go and find a widely regarded? Like, who is the most obscure person to be widely regarded as anything? That would be, it's not something you can really measure. But
right. No, but leave some comments. I'm curious. I want to know
Yeah,
how deep does this go?
To be fair, I'm not an engagement asker. I don't ask people generally to engage with my videos, but if you ever play the Wikipedia game, if you ever play the widely regarded game, there are many, many, many Wikipedia games. Don't mistake me. If you ever feel like playing the widely regarded Wikipedia game and you have some results, share your findings. I just like to read them. I do, even though I try not to. I read every YouTube comment.
Yeah, that tracks.
So, yeah, that does it. Nathan, thanks for being in a video, man. Appreciate you
absolutely
having the bravery to appear on my YouTube channel twice in the same month. It's probably an enormous weight to bear.
Look, just don't roast me too hard for the people I didn't know today.
Probably an enormous burden. But yeah, thanks for watching. Special thanks to those that support me on Patreon. I'll see you tomorrow.